Well, good morning. Here it is. It's of course Wednesday. It's hump day. We're in the middle of the week, and of course today is the start of a new month. This is February the 1st, and anyway, I hope that I hope you had a good Tuesday. Hope that things are going well for you, and even if not, God has His purpose and will for everything, and hopefully, this being a new day of opportunity, the Lord will present those opportunities this morning, and we'll take advantage of whatever God has for us on this first day of February. This morning, I want to bring a devotional entitled "God's Recipe for Revival." In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln, he said the following. I want you to listen carefully. He said, "We have been the recipients of the choicest bounties of heaven, but we have forgotten God. We have forgotten the gracious hand which preserved us in peace and multiplied and enriched and strengthened us. And we have vainly imagined in the deceitfulness of our hearts that all these blessings were produced by some superior wisdom and virtue of our own." Now that was in 1863. Can you imagine what President Lincoln would say of our country, of our society of today? Here's the deal: one person in the Oval Office or in Congress or on the Supreme Court, they cannot get to the deepest part of America's problems. You see, that's because our deepest problems are a spiritual problem. That's where it lies, and the only hope for America is a spiritual awakening. God, He gave us His recipe for revival when He said the following in 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14, very familiar verse to probably a lot of you. It says, "If my people who are called by my name and will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land." There's an interesting nuance regarding the word pray. Of the 12 Hebrew words that are employed to address this verb, the one in this verse means to judge self habitually. God didn't say, if my people who are called by my name will love themselves. Listen, we already do that. Rather, you see, God was saying that we need to judge ourselves. You see, that means we're to come into God's presence, and we need to say something like, "Lord, if there's anything in my life that is displeasing to you, show it to me." It's kind of like the psalmist prayed in Psalm 139, verses 23 and 24, and we need to pray this every day. It says, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxieties, and see if there is any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." We are to set aside our own aims, our own goals, our ambitions and our desires in life, giving up our own wills. See, that's what it is to follow Jesus. It's giving up on our selfish ambitions, our selfish things, and giving in to what God wants for our lives. Allowing Him to live through us every day. Allowing Him to shine through us as it was intended to be. And when we're doing that, when we truly do that, you see, we are following Jesus. And I think if we will do that, as in our churches, in our places of worship, then I believe that there's a chance we might see that spiritual awakening that this country needs. See, that's the hope of this country. It's in God. And so anyway, hope that encourages you this morning. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Get through half of the, we'll be on the downhill slide tomorrow. And anyway, remember Angie and I, we love you guys and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.